thinking about joining a Muay Thai gym but don't know what to expect?
Here's everything you need to know about joining a Muay Thai gym.
Basically, the majority of time in Muay Thai is you're going to start up warming up with skipping ropes. Skipping ropes are more or less an essential item in your Muay Thai training arsenal. We know a lot of people in Thailand use it, and it's just general. There's a reason why boxers use it, because it's fantastic for your footwork, fantastic for everything. So you start skipping for maybe 5 minutes.
Great for your cardio as well. You can burn a lot of calories skipping, especially with the heavy rope.
So you start skipping, and then in our gym personally, and I think in a lot of gyms, you'll have an interval timer where you'll skip for 30 seconds and then you'll do push-ups for 30 seconds. And then after that, then you'll start skipping again, and then your coach will call you another exercise like squats, and then you do maybe 10-15 minutes of that, just warming up the body, making sure you're all nice and limber so you can start kicking.
Getting the heart rate up.
Again, the heart rate up.
Ready to work hard. All right. So you've warmed up, you're ready to go. What next?
So what next is, you like and subscribe, yeah? So again, I'm Dylan.
And this is Eli.
I'm with a Muay Thai bro. So if this sort of information you want to know, because we're going to speak every little thing about Muay Thai, please like and subscribe for this sort of content.
Comment down below any questions you have and we'll do our best to answer them.
Okay, so like one of these questions. So yeah, then you warm up, you're doing your skipping, and then what you do is you partner up with someone. So you'll pick someone to partner up with, and then you'll hold Thai pads. So Thai pads is, if you don't know, you can check a review of the Farabi, the best bargain Thai pads in Muay Thai, in our opinion.
Bargain boy.
Bargain boy. And basically they're like, the boxing mitts. These basically the things that people punch and kick.
Yep, so they're made to catch kicks, right?
They catch kicks, yeah. Just
pillows for your arm for kicks.
Pillars for your arm for kicks. So then obviously you'll go, with your partner, and you'll go to wherever side of the gym, and this is going to depend, but our coach personally, he'll have a sequence he planned in that lesson, and then you'll do little parts of that sequence. So so you're warming up to it. It might be something as simple as teep, jab, jab, teep.
Okay.
Something very, very simple. You're just, ideally you're trying to paint a picture in it, but you're doing it every little. If you're trying to paint a picture of a house, you're starting every little bit at a time. That eventually at the end of the lesson, they're going to combine all the little parts of what you was teaching in that lesson to create, something you can use in a fight scenario.
Okay, so we're piecing parts of the combo together.
Yeah, basically piecing parts of the combo together. It'll be very simple, and don't worry if you've never thrown a punch before. In our gym, it's reasonably commercial, so you have a lot of people in and out, and then every coach will be very welcoming. They'll be able to tell if you never been to a Muay Thai class before. When you go to your first Muay Thai lesson, go to your coach and say,
just speak to him, introduce yourself, tell him you've never done Muay Thai before and this is something you're interested in, and I reckon there'll be 99 times out of 100 they'll be willing to help you.
If they're not pagan, then that's true.
Shout out to the pagans.
Shout out to the pagans. So yeah, just if you're, as we said, and then what you do is after you do the combos, then you'll switch. So the person who was holding pads for you, now they're gonna hit, and then you're gonna hold pads for them.
Okay.
And after that,
and there's a little killer in our gym that we like to do after your rounds of 100 kicks each side. So
100 kicks each side.
Be prepared for some of those.
Sometimes you get some hard things, And after that, then you might do a bit of cardio. So you might spar for 5 minutes. You might work on abs. You might do some conditioning. Just anything like that. But in my opinion, Muay Thai gym, generally combat sports gyms are very opening. They're very nice people usually.
Definitely. And I think for our experience ourselves, different lessons of the week, there's different emphasis on the training. So on Monday, technique-based day for us, where we learn techniques of the different types of Muay Thai. Wednesday, another technique-based day, followed by freestyle pads on Thursday, sparring on a Friday, and then a sprint session with more.
Yeah, like ultimately it depends on the class. So on Friday, if your gym says sparring day, then obviously you're not going to learn techniques in the sparring day.
Of course.
So as a beginner, generally, call your gym owner or contact them, email them, and then explain, is there a beginner class I can do? Because some gyms will have the beginner fundamental classes, other gyms will be more intermediate, and other gyms will be, strictly.
That's why it's important to introduce yourself, because you can find out how the club works and where you're supposed to be in the whole system.
So like in terms of how long it's going to last, our Muay Thai classes in the morning last for an hour, and our Muay Thai classes in the evening last for an hour and a half.
Okay.
So if you want to see how long Thailand Muay Thai classes learn, you can see in the video we made on the topic. We'll link to the screen, but obviously they last 2.5 hours, something like that.
How do you expect to finish a lesson? What kind of is that it? Is it time to go home, or Is there something to do after
The
lesson?
thing is, it depends.
Bag work, clinch,
It depends
anything?
on the gym. We're all only going to talk about our own experiences. But generally, especially in Thailand, and we don't have too much time because we have I personally jiu-jitsu afterwards. You do some clinching.
Yeah.
If you don't know what clinching is standing wrestling. So we'll do standing clinching for maybe 10, 15 minutes. Ultimately, it depends on the structure. Like if Muay Thai is the last class in your gym schedule, then you could do clinching for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways you can end the class. A lot of that you can do like ab exercises, core
Generally, ab
exercises.
exercises.
You can do Dutch drilling methods. There's so many different things and different ways to train, especially in the UK, because we didn't found Muay Thai. You get so many different influences on the style and the way it's taught. So you get the best techniques of all the different methods and different ways of learning. So we kind of mix those together. So there's so many different ways. You can finish your day with bag work, you can finish it with kicks. There's so many different things.
But one thing you have to expect is if you're someone who doesn't exercise, and even if you're someone who exercises, you're going to be pretty dead even after the warm-up. I've seen people hopping and heaving after just a warm-up, So in my opinion, if you're new to exercising, maybe go once or twice a week initially, because your body is not going to be used to it, So expect to be sore is what I'm saying.
Definitely.
In the hips, in the legs, because
especially if you haven't used the muscles that you're using Muay Thai, and that's pretty much all the muscles in Muay Thai.
Well, as we say,
definitely. So to recap, you can expect a lot of hard work,
no matter what,
a lot of skipping, holding pads for each other,
holding pads for everyone, working combos, a little bit of combos that eventually become a big combo.
Yeah, and then a whole different, so many different ways of learning techniques as well. You just expect to have fun, really.
Expect to have fun, expect to have a good time afterwards. Expect if you had all this bad energy, bad feelings, then, they're going to go after the class. And if you want to know any other of the numerous reasons why you should do Muay Thai, please check the video above. So, more or less, we spoke about everything. Again, we're Muay Thai Bros. Please like and subscribe, because we're a small channel. We need every help we can get. And I really appreciate if you write a comment explaining, what you liked about the video, what you need to improve on. Again, so I'm Dylan.
And this is Eli.
We're Muay Thai Bros.
Peace.